You did not decide to buy that. You think you did. You remember the moment. You remember weighing it, considering it, telling yourself it made sense. But the neuroscience is unambiguous. By the time you reached for your wallet, the decision was already made. Not by you, by a chemical. And the entire modern economy was built around triggering that chemical before your rational mind had a chance to intervene. This is the dopamine economy, and you are living inside it right now. Dopamine is the most misunderstood molecule in the human brain. Most people believe it is the chemical of pleasure, the reward released when something good happens. But neuroscientist Kent Berridge at the University of Michigan spent decades dismantling that assumption. His research distinguished between two separate systems, wanting and liking. Dopamine is not the chemical of pleasure. It is the chemical of anticipation, of craving, of the burning need to pursue something before you have it. This means your brain's dopamine system does not care whether the thing you are pursuing will actually make you happy. It only cares about the chase, the moment before, the possibility of reward. And that is exactly the mechanism that every modern retail environment, every app, every advertisement, and every social media platform has been engineered to hijack. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz at Cambridge University mapped the precise firing patterns of dopamine neurons during reward anticipation. His research showed that dopamine surges not when a reward arrives, but when a signal predicts that a reward might be coming. The notification sound, the sale banner, the countdown timer, the limited stock warning. None of these things are the reward. They are the signal. And that signal alone is enough to trigger a dopamine surge powerful enough to override rational decision-making. This is why you open your phone before you know why you opened it. This is why you add things to a cart you never intended to buy. This is why Black Friday produces behavior in otherwise rational adults that looks indistinguishable from compulsion. Behavioral economist Richard Thaler at the University of Chicago, who won the Nobel Prize for his work on irrational decision-making, described what he called the planner-doer problem. Inside every person there are two selves: the planner, the rational future-oriented self that sets budgets and makes financial goals, and the doer, the impulsive present-oriented self that is actually in the room when the decision gets made. The entire retail and advertising industry is in the business of making sure the doer is in control at the moment of purchase, and the planner is nowhere to be found. Every sensory detail of a physical store, the lighting, the music, the product placement, is calibrated to keep dopamine elevated and the rational mind suppressed. Every dark pattern in a digital checkout, the one-click purchase, the disappearing discount, serves the same function. Get the doer to decide before the planner wakes up. The result is an economy where most people make the majority of their spending decisions in a neurochemical state, fundamentally incompatible with their own long-term financial interests. So what does the research say about escaping it? The answer is not willpower. Every study on willpower as a financial tool shows the same result. It depletes, it fails under stress, and it is least available precisely when dopamine pressure is highest. The people who consistently make better financial decisions do not have more willpower. They have better systems. They make the decision before the dopamine fires. They automate savings before the paycheck arrives. They institute waiting periods between wanting something and buying it, 24 to 48 hours, long enough for the anticipatory dopamine surge to subside and the planner to regain control. They remove themselves from environments engineered to trigger the wanting, not because they are disciplined, because they understand the mechanism. Your brain was not designed for the dopamine economy. The wanting will always feel real. The urgency will always feel justified. The purchase will always feel like a decision you made, but now you know what actually made it.